Hello everyone, in this video going to talk about the recent DCS update, the Kittyhawk community server, and the recent VTOL VR mod update. This video has been broken up into chapters so you can skip around if you want. Let's get it. DCS patch was pretty meaty where we got tons of AI improvements. The Afghanistan, which is free, it is a free trial, free 14 days. If you're willing to boot up DCS standalone. I know a lot of you are probably on Steam, and myself included. I was on Steam for a long time, but I made the switch like months and months ago for various reasons. This is one of those reasons you should definitely consider switching over to DCS standalone if you haven't, since you can try out Afghanistan for free because they just added the East Afghanistan area. I've flown around on it for a bit. I'm pretty impressed, but I want to give it a little bit more time. I want to fly around a bit more, and maybe I'll put up some more video about Afghanistan area. However, for now, like I said before, you can check it out yourself. You don't have to wait on me. Thank goodness, right? You can just hop in there yourself. As long as you're willing to download the DCS standalone, and you can easily at least do it temporarily, you know what I'm saying? So we have this person to thank here on Discord for providing the before and after. Check this out, East Afghanistan and the after to the right. You can see here we have all this ocean, so now we can do some naval ops. Looking at Afghanistan, it's weighing in around 130 megs, which is a lot, man, because I have an SSD and it's getting filled up. This is a pretty common complaint, nothing new here. But this leads me to a completely different topic. Assuming we ever get the whole world, I forget what Ed calls it, right? Where they're going to try and do like the whole world and stream it. Basically like Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I'm just wondering what's going to be the marketing, the payment model. Like, because obviously having your terrains being loaded from the cloud and being streamed in, where the gamer can stream in the tiles. I'm not sure if people know what I'm talking about here. I might be getting too technical, but if you play Microsoft Flight Simulator, especially with the newest edition, 2024, where they go with a streaming solution from Microsoft, this is a lot cheaper, long story short, because they have their own servers, right? They have Azure, they have the whole cloud infrastructure. So the cost is much cheaper for them. My whole understanding is they can stream in all these terrains. But for DCS, I'm just curious about the cost. I don't want to make too many assumptions here. Ed hasn't provided those details. But looking at the size of these maps and looking at my SSD shrink, that's my whole point. I have an SSD drive that's like, what, over a terabyte, but it's dedicated to just flight sim, basically DCS. I have DCS and Microsoft on there, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and yeah, I'm just worried that it's going to get filled up and I'll have to move DCS over to a hard drive as we keep getting all these maps. I suppose that's just the cost of getting these terrains. But yeah, back to the Spherical Earth map. I'm curious about what is Ed's plan to monetize that, right? How are they going to monetize it? Because there's a cost for running a server instance. There's something I've been meaning to talk about for the longest now. There's a server that I think is really cool where you can fly around with other people and get that nice squadron experience. It's DCS Kittyhawk. You can find that server in your server browser. And I'm trying to remember. Sorry, I can't remember at the moment if there's a password or not. I don't think there is. You can just hop in there. It might be a password on the weekend, right? Because there's like a Sunday flight. I've flown with these guys before. Right now I'm using Kittyhawk footage, which I think is much better than any footage I will put up. That should give you a pretty good, at least a decent idea. Once again, to repeat, like Kittyhawk, this guy has so much experience with so many different modules. I learned a lot flying with these guys. I really need to set aside even more time. Should definitely give that a go if you're looking for a squad to fly out with and take your D6 experience to the next level. I definitely want to, again, is Kittyhawk server. Kittyhawk also has a Discord. I will link to all of that in the video description. Finally, VTOL VR added the new A-10 mod. I'm saying new. It was there before Legacy, right? But at some point, whatever happened, it just stopped working. But now it's back. VTOL VR has like a very nice mod workshop, right? You just gotta download the VTOL VR mod loader. After you have that, you can just easily add on any mod, just like any Steam Workshop mod, right? If you ever used Steam Workshop before, you could just go in there and find like, all right, that's it for this video. Hopefully you liked it. If so, consider hitting that like button, subscribing, all that kind of stuff, since it helps me out. Trying to grow this channel. I think right now we're getting pretty close to 1,000, which blows my mind, because when I first started this thing, I was at like very low count, like what, 10 subscribers, something like that. Then I started making like DCS content, military flight sim, which is my passion, and just watch this thing grow. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.